All right, everybody mics on. We will go ahead and call this meeting to order. Can we take roll call, please?
Ms. Atkins.
Here.
Mr. Bach.
Here.
Mrs. Peterson. Mrs. Sandow.
Here.
Mr. Sorensen.
Here.
Mr. Sturm.
Here.
Mr. Wright.
Here. Approval of the March 2nd, 2026 agenda. Do we have a motion to approve, please?
Motion to approve. Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Ms. Atkins.
Yes.
Mr. Bach.
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow.
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen.
Yes.
Mr. Sturm.
Yes.
Mr. Wright.
Yes. Accommodations, good news.
Okay, well, we have quite the crowd with us today, so let me first call, who would like to do the introduction? Anybody? Yes, we have Ms. Kester come up?
Oh, we got to turn that mic on, too.
Yep.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well, thank you for having us tonight. I am the tag coordinator for the district, and I have brought the tag team and an instructional coach from Titan Hill. I'll let them introduce themselves. We are here to present about Invention Convention and some exciting things going on in some partnerships with the University of Iowa. So let them introduce themselves.
My name is Melissa Taylor, and I'm at Crafton Titan Hill. I teach K-3. And Invention Convention was brand new to me. In fact, being a Titan is new to me since my high school days, and it's been an absolute blessing. The kids worked so hard. The parents and families worked hard. It's been such a great event.
I'm Kate White, and I am shared between Titan Hill and the middle school, and I am over grades 4 through 7. And Invention Convention will always hold a special place in my heart because I did it when I was younger, and then it came full circle for me this time because my dad was one of our volunteer judges.
Lanessa Godbout, and I'm an instructional coach at Titan Hill. So I got to work with actually all the kids.
I'm going to have Dr. Hazing kind of give a little bit of background on how we got here and how this team became involved in this project. And then at the end, we will be able to share kind of our next steps.
Yep, so actually Lewis Central has been doing Invention Convention for quite a few years. And luckily, my daughters have both participated in it. Usually they participate, or they have in the past participated as a team. And then the last 2 years, they didn't do very good as a team. But then the last 2 years, they did it individually, and they both did pretty well. In fact, my middle child, Reese, made it to state last year. And so we went to Iowa City and did the state Invention Convention. And while I was out there, I got to talking to the ladies that actually run a lot of the college career readiness planning, including the Invention Convention stuff that's out in Iowa City at the University of Iowa. And through a conversation with them, they were shocked that little Lewis Central in the southwest Iowa had some of the best numbers of any school across the state. And so she wanted to know why that was, and I said, I have no idea, but why don't I invite you in, and you guys can come in. And she actually wanted to make us kind of a model school. And so I came back at the time, and I kind of pitched it to Mrs. Kester, who's kind of our tag coordinator, and I said, you know, what if we got all of our tag sponsors and then got everybody involved in trying to, our talented gifted sponsors, to maybe see how if we can get more kids involved in the Invention Convention. And so they absolutely ran with it. And now I think the state then keeps coming back to us. When you're good at something, they keep coming back and saying more. They want us to do more. So yeah, so they're really kind of developing quite the reputation as leaders in this area across the state. So I'll turn it over.
All right, and then we're going to have Lanessa just do a little bit of sharing of what she did at Titan Hill to kind of get everybody involved as far as the whole student body with some opportunities around this. And then we have some students here to share their invention.
Very cool.
Okay, so up on the slideshow, I put up on the corner the invention process. And one of our main goals was to have all students engaged in the process. So I was able to book all 36 classrooms for a time in the makerspace with me to learn about the process. We played a game called Invent It. You guys remember the Invent It game? Yeah. And so we identified problems, and I had worked with Lisa Szynski down from Krebs. She was tag at Titan Hill for quite a few years. And as part of the invention process, she said they really have a hard time with problems, and so that's kind of where we started then, is identifying problems, and then all the kids worked in groups to create a solution to a problem that maybe was theirs or one that we came up with. They had a great big wall of topics and areas where students and families or worldwide problems. And then so this is just a few examples of students in their groups making their inventions and then developing a prototype, testing it, and it was a short amount of time for the entire process, so some of the next steps are going to be infusing it into all curriculum areas, and the new social studies standards actually would be a great opportunity for that to happen as well. But anyway, we'll let the kids tell you a little bit more about that. Wonderful, wonderful experience. Inquiry-based learning, all kids were able to be successful in creating a prototype and sharing with their classmates. So looking forward to the next steps.
Okay, so we have a couple of our fourth graders who were involved this year. We have Paige Benson and Roni Acharya, and they are going to showcase their invention, the Paw Dash.
You wheel that baby over here very carefully.
Well, they're getting set up. Just a couple little bits of part of our role as being a model district. We had 3 other school districts, Harlan, Council Bluffs, and Tri-Center, came to observe kind of our process and what we did and how we were able to get all students involved. So it wasn't just specific to TAG, it was for all students.
While they're setting up, let us tell you that we had judges from a range of the community. We had the mayor and several judges that came in. So in the morning, each inventor or inventors had to answer questions with the judges. And then in the afternoon, we let all of the students and families come to see all of their hard work. So they had a very long day. We think it's going to prepare them now for going to state. So we'll be going to state with them in April 11th. And so we explained to the kids that what they had to do was compete against their peers up at Titan Hill, and now they're competing against several students across the state of Iowa. So we are so proud of them.
Hi, I'm Paige, and my name is Roni, and we present to you Paw Dash, an interactive pet chase toy. So the problem that me and Paige faced was her dog, Jax, is super crazy, and it's hard for her family to entertain her dog when her family was not available. So we created Paw Dash that can entertain him even when he's not at home. During research, we found laser toys, pet cameras, moving robot toys, but not everything all in one.
Well, a few challenges while making this is sometimes we had challenges like some of our parts were overheating or something wasn't working. But it's going right now. But I'm going to explain how this works in our process. So this part right here, it's also in this case, is called a Raspberry Pi 5. It's a computer. It's also the brain.
Without it, nothing would be working.
Yeah, it controls like everything. It also powers our RPI camera. The camera allows owners to watch their pet from our app. As you can see, we have a camera, and you can choose to stop it and start it. So, and next also, the camera also maps out rooms, and that's important because if it didn't map out rooms, pets could get on furniture, break things, scratch things up, which would be terrible. And in the future, for the camera, we would probably use a stronger laser because the laser is pretty hard to see. But we'd also add eye detection, so it would detect eyes and keep the laser out of the eye, so we could use a stronger laser because, as you know, lasers can damage your eyes pretty bad. Next we have the PCA 6895. Another word for it is a servo control board. It controls the metal geared servos. It also gives power to our laser. Next we have the metal geared servos. The servos move the laser all around. Without the servos, it wouldn't be working. The servos were overheating while making this, so we had to switch to metal geared instead of plastic. Next we had the 5 milliwatt laser. The laser is what the pet chases.
There.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see, but I'd like to recognize our contributors. We have Grok AI and Mike Benson who helped us to make all this.
A fun fact is actually lasers are good for many different types of animals, so you could use it on dogs, cats. Actually, research found that even chickens, you could use them on chickens. So.
Some future improvements we probably would add is maybe voice control, so owners can talk to their pets. And we already have different speed levels, but maybe something that would track daily exercise and send activity reports, and add like maybe something that would say, hey, your pet needs a water break, or when our battery is low. We'd also add battery. Right now it runs with having something plugged in, so we could add that. Maybe improve camera accuracy and use better technology and stronger materials.
And we think Podash is better than other products because it's not just a handheld laser or a camera. It's both of them together without the owner having to put any effort in moving it around or constantly checking up on it.
Yes, and we like to have a few pets that we use this on.
So Paige's dog Jax, he has big zoomies and lots of energy, so this worked perfectly on him. He was chasing it for a long time.
And as Jax
said, he's the crazy one. He says, I have big zoomies and lots of energy. Podash lets me chase the red dot and run around the house like I'm on a super important mission. It moves me so I can think fast. After I play, I'm tired and happy.
And we also have my cat, Molly. As Molly would say, I don't like boring toys, and I don't chase things unless they're worth it. Podash moves in a sneaky way so I can stalk, pounce, and pretend I'm a jungle hunter. It keeps me busy and sharp. Highly recommended to all my cat friends. So, yeah, and
That's pretty much
let's
it.
agree.
Four paws up.
You can really see there's a lot of communication skills, they've got research skills that they've done, there's so many components to Invention Convention, and these girls just nailed it. So thank you for letting them share.
Do you have any questions for them or anything you're wondering about?
Great job.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah, very impressive.
Is that an app that you created? It's not,
Well, we had some help, but yes. But a challenge would be having to get it on the App Store, because we can't do it right now. I have to we had to, so first it was on my dad's phone, but we had to get it onto my phone by using a special way. So it's not fully in the App Store yet, but yeah.
it's really neat. I have 5 dogs, so when you market that, count me in.
You would need multiple lasers.
I
We
would.
had to,
I'll be looking for it at PetSmart.
Hopefully we'll get a discount.
Well, maybe.
Well, excellent job. Good luck.
Yes,
Yeah, good luck with state.
Let us know how you do.
And that's one of the next steps is that entrepreneurship. And so that's something that I see, moving forward. I'm talking from the floor. Into the middle school. So once we get the foundation really built, that's one part of the steps that isn't one of these up here, but that is part of the programming.
So in addition, in April, after we go to state with all of our inventors, the team will come back, and then we will continue to start that process of embedding all of this into our standards work, taking it 2nd through 5th grade. And then a really exciting thing is I got one of the 6th grade teachers to come on board with us. So it will be offered as an exploratory club class next fall for 6th graders, because we know our 5th graders are going to be excited. They're going to want to continue that. So I will help support that at the middle school level. And then the University of Iowa has also come back and asked us if we would travel over to Iowa City in June and help them present and give some PD to teachers in that area of this program. And then they've asked if they can come over here in the fall, and we will host a variety of school districts on this side of the state and teach them everything that we know.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Amazing.
Very cool.
Hey, girls, did anything that you learned doing this project, could you take it to any of your other classes in school?
Well, really? Probably not right now, but maybe when we're in 8th or 9th grade, when
Maybe
we're
a little
doing,
bit
like,
more
computer things that would
advanced?
help.
Maybe some science and stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm impressed you guys got experience with Raspberry Pi. There's some high school classes looking at that, so that's pretty cool.
So yeah.
I love pie. Really, anything. Not had raspberry pie, more of a pumpkin pie guy. So.
Apple.
Apple pie is also good.
That's amazing.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Our next group of kiddos we have is I have asked our Titan Hill music teachers to come and present to us. And I know how much all of us love music up here. And so if you guys would like to, at this time, I'll call Mrs. Stevenson, Mrs. Jacoby, and their kiddos. Look at that, they're doing such a good job. Walking in line.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Amanda Stevenson, and I teach 4th and 5th grade music at Titan Hill. I'm sure you all know Belinda Jacoby as well. She teaches 2nd and 3rd grade. Do you want to say anything?
Hello.
At Titan Hill, every single student participates in a grade level musical. That means every single student, regardless of their experience, their confidence level, or background, has a role in bringing a full production to fruition. And one of the things that makes our musicals really unique is the variety of roles available. Students can audition for speaking parts that have many lines or only a few lines, or solos. They can choose non-speaking roles, including acting on stage but without having any lines. They can work behind the scenes in set design, or they can serve as stage managers who help run the production backstage. And of course, we can't have a musical without a strong chorus, right? All of our students learn all of the chorus music and choreography in their regular music classes as part of our curriculum, even if they have another part as well. There is truly a place for every single student, and because of that, every child has the opportunity during their time at Titan Hill to participate in a way that fits their strengths, their interests, and their comfort level. Our musicals are so much more than just singing and dancing on stage. Students build confidence, they strengthen reading fluency and expression, they learn responsibility, and they collaborate as a team. And they get to experience what it's like to be something bigger than just themselves. So tonight we have a few students who would like to share what being part of a Titan Hill musical has meant to them. So Would each of you, I have some 4th and 5th graders here that are going to introduce their name and what role you have played in a musical or multiple musicals, okay?
Hi, my name is Charlotte. I'm in 5th grade. This year's musical, I was the assistant director, and last year I was Tut. Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm in Miss Kane's class. I'm in 5th grade. I was Segro Spumoni, and in 2nd grade I was Monkey too.
Hi, I'm Paige, and I was in the musical, the 4th grade musical this year. I played a speaking student named Melissa.
Cool. So I'm going to ask them a series of questions just so that you can kind of hear about their various experiences. What are some ways that you had to prepare for your part in your specific musical? Who wants to go? Paige, go ahead.
Ways I had to prepare for the musical is, one, I had to work really hard at after school rehearsals, and I had to practice my lines at home. I also had to work on like adding expression into my lines and stuff like that.
I had to practice at home my Italian voice from the musical because my character had the Italian voice.
Can you demonstrate that, please?
Oh, yeah. I want to hear this.
Mamma mia, what are you thinking? You can't make a movie about Santa Claus and make it so depressing. Eller una idea för det.
What was the question again?
How did you prepare for your part? I can go on to the next question.
I tried to get to as many practices as I could.
Yeah. It does take a lot of practice, and we really work with them on adding that expression and adding different gestures and things like that to make the musical really come alive. What was something challenging that you had to work through as we went through the musicals?
My Italian voice for the musical.
He didn't actually have to work that hard at that. He was pretty good in the audition. Anything else? Yeah.
Something challenging I had to work through was like being nervous because, you know, it's kind of scary when you're up there in front of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And if you've never been to a Titan Hill musical, we basically fill the entire Performing Arts Center auditorium. It's not a small performance. So, anything else that you want to add? What do you think adults should know about why musicals matter? Why are they important?
I think adults should know that musicals matter because, like, you can find new things you like. Like, let's say you've never tried an acting role or something and you get a part and you really like it. You just found something you like. And you can also express what you like. Like, let's say you're set design. You can express how much you like painting and art and all of that.
You can learn to express new feelings you never even knew you had. You can express talents that your parents never knew you had.
Cool. Okay, how do musicals bring our entire Titan Hill school together?
They bring our entire school together because even though it's just one grade level that you're doing it with, you get to meet new people. Like, let's say you're apart, like after school rehearsals and everything, you get to meet new people, like that you've never talked to before. Or in the chorus, you can meet new people as well. And you can also express what you like to do, your talents, all that.
How do they bring our whole school together?
It shows other people how good your grade is, and it shows kindness to the other grades that they're watching your musical. You think that it matters now?
It brings other grades together under the enjoyment of watching new musicals.
Okay, and what does it take to put on a Titan Hill musical? Charlotte, go ahead.
It takes lots of patience. It takes lots of courage and bravery. To put on a Titan Hill musical, it takes bravery, hard work, and effort.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. Do you all have any questions for these three?
Did you have a favorite musical of the ones that you've performed in so far? Do you have a favorite?
Last year.
Last
Dig
year?
it.
Dig it.
Lights, Camera, Christmas.
Okay.
Probably the one I did this year, We Has Jazz.
Cool.
I will say I have been. I did not make it this year, but I have been. It is very spectacular to see. I will say, I hope you guys stick with it. If that's what you like, you know, stick with it all the way through. You'll make all sorts of friends, probably even through high school, and who knows? Who knows how long those friendships and those memories will last. So stick with it.
I will say I'm a little biased because I have a 4th grade student, so it was an outstanding performance last week. And with some setbacks because of the snow, you guys were able to pull everything together. It was stupendous, so, yeah.
All right, Mrs. Jacoby, you're up next.
I just can't quit. I just keep singing M-I-S-S-I-S.
Yes.
My daughter's like, that's the wrong pitch.
So I'm Belinda Jacoby, and I teach 2nd and 3rd grade music at Titan Hill. These guys had a musical the first week of February, and it was called Pirates, the Musical. And we have different students from all kinds of different areas in the musical. I'm going to have you come to the microphone and say your first name and tell us what you did.
My name is Bodie, and I was Chorus 1. Okay.
My name is Finn, and I was Brownbeard, and right now I'm doing Course 1.
My name is Ben, and I'm Chorus 1. My name is Marley, and I am Stowaway. My name is Maverick, and I'm a prisoner. My name is Caston, and I'm a prisoner. My name is Audrey, and I was a prisoner. My name's Kate, and I'm in Chorus 2.
My name's Kristen, and I was in Chorus 2.
At this point in our musical, the stowaway is on the ship. She's been recognized as the stowaway who's not supposed to be there, and she's been thrown in the brig with the other prisoners and the chorus members. And we sing the song, Lost at Sea.
Shining star up in the night, can you tell me why? I can't see what you can see up there in the sky. Lost at sea, tell me where I'm meant to be. Hear my
another song I'm gonna have to sing off pitch on the way home, so.
Be stuck in your head for 4 days.
It will be.
Stuck in your head for 4 days.
Well, now I'm glad, because now I have people that can sing snow songs for me that I don't have to do anymore. Yay, you guys, right?
They're ready to go. I have a question for your soloist in the Titan Nation shirt. Have you ever sang in front of a group of people like this before or at your musical? No?
But I did in 2nd grade, but I didn't have a part. I sung in chorus last year.
Well, you all, I am fine arts supporter from my bones, and I am so excited to see you guys grow through the music program, and in a couple years watch you in show choir or in band or sharing your love for music, because that was amazing. And you keep up the good work as well. I'm almost 50 years old, and I couldn't sing in this room if you paid me. So that was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for inviting us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It was wonderful.
Fabulous job. Thank you to you guys need to thank your parents for helping support you. And, you know, Mr. Jacoby, you guys are the last group for her, I think.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of sad, really sad.
And how many musicals have you done, Mr. Jacoby, here?
Over 100. I didn't count that.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
You need to count
I
that.
just saved all the programs from all
Oh,
the
wow.
lives.
Wow.
Really?
This is beautiful.
And I'll tell you, this is my 4th year here. When I first came here, that was one of the first things somebody told me is you have to see the musical. The musical. I was thinking there being like High School Musical. I'm like, no, the High School Musical is good too, but you gotta see the Titan Hill musicals. That'll just blow you away. And I grew up in a family. My mom has done plays and speeches and everything. That's what she did as a profession for many, many years. And I was in all these too. And I will tell you that the performances that you put on in 2nd grade and 3rd grade and 4th grade and 5th grade rival a lot of high school performances that I've seen, from the set to the music. You guys don't understand. Like, you guys don't see hardly any elementary groups that are able to sing multi-part songs. Like, that just doesn't happen. Typically you go and you see a concert and they all sing the same jingle the same way, and you guys are just phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. And then I remember I told Dr. Hartman 2 years ago, last year, I said, you got to go to musical, because she was looking for a way to promote Teammates. And I said, we go to the high school musical, that's fine, but you got to go to the elementary musical. And she went, and she's like, oh my goodness. She's like, that was insane. The standing room only. I mean, the set, the pirate ship this year, it came off the stage, all the way off the stage. I thought, holy moly, this is crazy. So.
When was your first one? Do you remember?
My first musical?
Yeah.
In December of 1984. It was
So-
called Santa the Mechanic Fanatic.
So would that have been at the
It
middle
was
school
where
auditorium?
Central used to be.
In the gym.
In that gym.
In the-
Wow.
On that
It's
little
now
street.
been walled off.
So the new black box is,
The auditorium.
Yeah, the new auditorium.
We've gone up several steps.
gone up? All right. That's what we want to hear. Yeah.
And I can't imagine, I mean, because our new auditorium seats 1,300 people, and, I mean, just at the 4th grade musical the other night, like, it was
full.
literally standing room only.
Yes.
And, like, I don't know how you guys did it in the middle school with, how many, 750 seats? I don't know how that was even.
Where there were issues. Yeah.
The fire marshal was not invited, huh?
I mean, I think that part of it too is it really is a huge collaborative effort with a lot of people. It's definitely, I mean, we put a lot of work in, but there are a lot of other people, our art teachers, our families, lots of the teachers at Titan Hill, and we have huge administrative support. like these, they don't just happen. It's a lot of people that really support what we do, and we couldn't do it without that support.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
and your support.
And I think it even goes all the way out to the community, showing the support, you know, of building the black box and letting the students, you know, excel in the music arts program. So I think that's great. So excellent job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for performing for us.
I just want to take a second and publicly thank Mrs. Jacoby. She was actually teaching music when I was in elementary. And I remember, she wasn't my teacher, but I remember meeting up when that was when we had 3 distinct schools, and I was at Kraft, and the kids from Central or Lakeview would come, and they'd say, oh, we got the greatest music teacher and this, and we're like, who is it? Mrs. Jacoby, she's awesome, she's awesome. And I never had the privilege of having you, but from as early as I can remember, your students have raved about the love and support that you have provided for them. And I believe this is your 42nd?
Second, yeah.
And the amount of students that you taught to love music, I don't even have words. So thank you for all of your years of service. I hope you'll come back and help with musicals. I don't know that Amanda can do it by herself.
Yeah, we have a plan.
Okay, good. But enjoy your retirement.
I have a committee if anybody wants.
And thank you, kids. That was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
They're sneaking out on us. I told them they had to stay.
Right, I figured they'd stay for season's cooking.
I heard you have a picture of me.
So I'll send it. But they were just like.
I want to do the same thing.
Oh, and it's great. So, it's so great, right?
Is that the game? I was going to text you.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
So, man, with all the obstacles, but it was really, really well done.
So anyway, thank you for your support.
Absolutely, thank you.
Kind of seems like the rest of the meeting might be kind of boring
Yeah.
after that. How can anybody follow
Are you
that
going
up?
to sing through our agenda tonight for us? to
I
keep us
will,
entertained?
yes.
All right.
Lost in the agenda, lost in the agenda.
Did we have any additional commendations, good news?
Yep, we actually have a presentation here. Just a few more. Maybe. There we go. We have another National Merit Scholarship finalist, Mr. Asher Rodenberg. So I think it's amazing. I mean, that's an incredibly hard application, something that's, only the best of the best. And so it's amazing that year after year we continue to, have students that qualify for that. So congratulations to Asher. So we had 8 students qualify for state. We had it for boys wrestling. We finished 7th as a team, and then we had 4 state medalists. Xander Mans and Weston Porter both got 2nd place. Both finished their championship match, lost by 2 points apiece. So I mean, that's less than a takedown away. So I mean, that's pretty amazing. Paxton Blanchard, he's a senior this year, got a 4th place finish, and then that's pretty amazing still. I mean, remember if you guys know, he was injured during the football season, and it was awesome that he was able to make it back and not only qualify for state but medal at state. And then Owen Dufek also with a 6th place finish at state. So congratulations to all 4, really all of our wrestling team, even those that didn't qualify for state. I mean, it's iron sharpens iron, and so it's amazing that we were able to qualify as many as we did and finish 7th as a team. And just kind of looking forward, next year with the new wrestling room and the, and everything else, it's hopefully we just the beginning, and we'll just start taking off like crazy. So. Middle school jazz band. So, you know, one of the cool things about Lewis Central is we do, we start as early as second grade with musicals, and I know, Mrs. Stevenson didn't mention it, but she's actually gonna have a middle school musical. She's gonna do it this summer, so that's pretty exciting. But we also have, the middle school also has a lot of opportunities between band and choir. They have show choir, they have band, they have regular choir, but now they also have jazz band. And so they went to Lewis and Clark Jazz Band Festival, placed first place, and then Braden earned the Outstanding Soloist Award. So that's pretty amazing. I love jazz band. If I could have, when I was in high school, that was I did it all: marching band, regular band. Jazz band is my favorite, though. We did pep band. Pep band was okay. It's hard to play trumpet and play basketball at the same time, though. So, but, and then, is that it? That's all the new updates. We're just wrapping up winter sports. We'll be in winter, kind of all the winter seasons. So this coming Friday, we do have our Clash of the Titans event. So,
If you want to sign up to come help, the sign-up sheet is up, probably maybe on a link through the website. Otherwise, it's on the Facebook page for Lewis Central Vocal Music. And we are 82% staffed, so we're still looking for those last few positions to be filled. So if you like show choir, you get a free entrance to come in and watch. So come hang out. It's a really, if you've never been to see what happens on Clash or Friday or Saturday, it's pretty phenomenal.
and I saw, do we have, what is our 9 or 8 middle school?
8 middle school plus our middle school will
Right.
perform as
Yep.
exhibition. And then on Saturday, we have 15 performing groups, and Corp and Company will both also perform on Saturday as well. So
Yeah.
17 performances, and 26 performances for the weekend, so.
Really, for the price you pay, you get a lot of bang for
You do.
a little buck.
Especially
so.
when you go sit and just watch the entire thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's great. And both of the groups wrapped up their seasons this year. Corp did amazing. They made finals at all 5 competitions, which does not happen every year. And they ended up with a 2 5ths, 2 4ths, and a 6th this year. So that was exciting for them. And then for Company, Company did not make finals. It's pretty rare for a treble group to make finals at a big competition. But overall, they had 2 thirds, 2 seconds, and a first in the treble division this year. So pretty exciting that they got to place at every performance that we went to also. So it was a fun season, fun shows, and they put this show to bed next Monday night. And don't talk about it because I'll get teary already. So, great season.
Where's that performance at?
So next Monday night will be at home, down in the PAC, and it will be the middle school performs. Company and Corp also will do their final shows, and they honor their seniors, and they'll have the trophies out, so if the kids want to take pictures with the trophies, or.
It's a really nice night.
Yeah, it's just a kind of a collaboration to come together and say goodbye to I mean, it's kind of silly, but putting a show to rest after the season is sometimes emotional for those kids. And it's just a really good way for them to be at home, have their last performance on their home stage, and the community come and support. So that'll be at 7 o'clock a week from tonight. So if you can sneak away, it's a fun show, and Monday night is guaranteed to be a fun time as well. I can't go into any details, but if you want a good show, you're going to want to come next Monday night. So.
All right.
Also had Lewis Central State Bowling for the boys.
Oh, yes. Well, that'll be the next meeting. So we have a full wrap-up. I didn't realize that wrestling was going to make the cut, but Mr. Dermody
Okay.
will make a whole full write-up with all of the winter accolades.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
Yeah. So probably, if you guys don't know, Ms. Schweller makes the good things for me now, so she runs the Facebook page. So that way I don't miss anything. So, But we'll do an end of the season rundown, kind of like what we did in the fall when Mr. Dermody
Okay.
went through all of the sports. So,
Great.
yeah, so didn't intentionally leave anybody off. I think wrestling was just fresh on there, so.
All right, comments and suggestions. This is the first portion of our meeting where we open the floor to the public for any comments that they wish to share directly to us. Now that the room's a little bit empty, we'll see if anybody's online. We'll give it a couple minutes here. Good, okay. We will move on then to the consent agenda. Do we have any updated sheets?
No, there are no updates to the personnel sheet.
Okay. Then can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda, please?
So moved.
Second.
All right, any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Adkins?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. Reports. Dr. Hazing, Superintendent Report.
Yep, and I actually just have a presentation, or not a presentation, a spreadsheet, yeah. It's called, oh, yeah, you got it there. Okay, yep, so this is just an update where we currently sit with our bond budget. So if you guys take a look up there, I'll zoom out just a little bit, sorry, there we go. So just so we can get that 2026 in there. So you guys can see, or pull up mine so I can read it. So high school parking, or middle school parking lot, one of the things I wanted to point out, you guys will have an opportunity to look at that today. That did come in under budget again, so that's going to be pretty helpful to us. The athletic building remodel and expansion, that is out for bid right now. So we're anticipating having those bids back by, let's see here, just had that up, can't have two things up at the same time. So the athletic building pre-bid walk, which means that they're going to do a bid walk, is this Friday. Bids are going to be due back on the 19th, and then I'm going to ask for a special board meeting on the 23rd to consider those bids. The athletic building remodel, that is just basically taking out that wall that's between the two, or the athletic, oh no, it's athletic building remodel, the weight room remodel. That'll just take out the wall in the weight room between the two where the current wrestling room is now. They're actually gonna put out bids. Plans will be done next week. Bids will be due on April 2nd. And so we'll bring that for board approval on the 6th. That's just essentially taking out the majority of that wall. So then when we do combine the two rooms, we'll have good lines of sight in there. I don't want kids on one side of the wall and then kids on the other and teachers trying to manage that. That would be a lot. So it's just removing a wall. It is a load-bearing wall, so it is quite the endeavor, but it just involves putting in a header and that kind of stuff. We will probably start that work even in potentially May. So as far as demoing and getting that out, what has to be included in the plans is that will be approved in the project is they have to almost construct like a temporary wall in there. So that way we separate, which will mean we'll remove some of the weight equipment for a short period of time and then run with a little less weight equipment in there to finish out the year. They'll construct a temporary wall so that way they can work on that wall and that header and without the risk of students getting over in that area. And so that'll be out there. Sanitary sewer repairs, so they've started to document the system for the design drawings. That's probably not going to be done until early April. The bids will be in late April. You guys will have an opportunity to approve the LED light for the high school and middle school. When that's done this summer, then every light in the district will be LED. Oops. Middle school parking lot, we talked about that. High school mechanical, so we approved in the fall, some mechanical work there. We already have one RTU that's been arrived for Rasmussen, so Rasmussen, basically as soon as school's out, they're gonna be hitting that running. Titan Hill door projects, they're measuring all the doors right now, just verifying all the measures, turning in stuff for fabrication, so that way, as soon as school's out, they're gonna start that project over there. And then the Kraft windowsill, they're gonna be ready to roll too, so just kind of an update. You guys have, those are recent big projects that you guys have approved. If you zoom in more on the bottom, zoom in down there, you'll see that we are still running very well. If you scroll to the right, okay, right now we are running 1.373 million budget. So that includes the 373,000 that we are currently under budget, and then the million in contingency. So we're running very well. Remember that once we finished year one, we took all those savings and we've kind of rolled them into, forward into the projects. So this includes, we finished last year at about 1.4 million under. So then that's where we've kind of, started to plug in those numbers when it comes to future projects. Not that we're allocating more money to different things, but we've added some mechanical when you guys approved the mechanical project in December. But we're still trending in the right direction. So obviously at this point we had the conversation, we're kind of done once we finish the bids that we're getting right now. We're not going to be soliciting anything else until we know, until we get through this first summer with the middle school. I'd rather run with some money in our pocket for a while and know that we're going to be able to get everything done, rather than say, oh, we have this money, let's go ahead and, start adding more stuff. So we have 3 years to spend the money after we finish the bond, the borrowing that we're going to do this spring. And so that's plenty of time for us to fill in any gaps with any projects and stuff. So, but just so the community is aware, we're still under budget and everything, again, from what the middle school parking lot, that'll be another under budget, as you guys will see here in a little bit. So any questions? No? Okay, that's all I got for tonight.
Okay, we'll move into discussion items. 7.01, the high school LED lighting package.
So the high school LED lighting includes both the actual fixtures themselves and an installation package from, oh gosh, what the heck are they? PowerTech. So this contract is a state, it belongs to the state purchasing project, so this is who we did the Kraft and the Titan Hill project with again. So it's all kind of firm pricing. They do reach out and they solicit bids for the installation from several contractors, and PowerTech came in at the lowest. So, so that's what they're recommending. If you look at the overall budget was $350,000. The base bid came in at $323,000. So again, under budget. They did throw out an opportunity to add the large gym and the small gym, but we just switched out those gyms to LED like 5 years ago, so I'm going to recommend we don't do that, that we just do just the base bid, which is just kind of all the other non-LED in the district. I don't see any reason to replace perfectly good working LED lights at this time. So
Okay.
So this is through the state?
yep, it's called, yeah, Omnia Partners Co-op, yeah.
So with the athletics building, we tried that and it was significantly higher.
That one was, yes. So one of the things that Project Advocates does is they review the state, like what we get back from numbers with other potential bids, and then if it makes sense, they recommend it. So like this one.
So it has been looked at.
Yeah, so this one makes sense. That's why the other one was never brought to the table, because it made no sense. It was $300,000 more plus, and it didn't get us any additional time, so maybe a
And then-
week, but
Then I think we've used Power Tech for other things for Middle
Right.
Central. They're a great partner for
Oh, yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, but to your point, yeah, that's what Project Advocates does, is they compare all these bids and make sure that they're on the up and up, so.
okay. Any other questions? All right, we'll move on to 7.02, Lewis Central Middle School LED lighting package.
So this package is just for the lighting fixtures themselves. The installation will actually come as part of the electrical package for the middle school addition, so, or not middle school addition, middle school renovation. So, the bid amount, or the budget amount for just the fixtures was $150,000, and the bid actually came back at about 90. It's actually a little bit higher, sorry, they had the rebates wrong. He did email me, the updated number is, Wallace. Here it is. The updated number is $95,785. $95,785. And that was just, they had a miscalculation on the rebates. Because Voss does all the rebating for us too, through Mid-American, so.
Any other questions on this one? All right, we'll jump into 7.03, Lewis Central Middle School HVAC control integration.
So this would actually put the middle school on that front-end system that we installed in the high school. So, so this is $44,800, and that's just allows Jim then to see all of the middle school units as they're being installed. If they do all that now, then as they install all the new units, they can add them, you know, as part of the package as they go. So, but they got to integrate with the front-end system first. So they don't have to rebuild. To build the front-end system is expensive. That's already been done. I mean, this isn't cheap, but it's just converting everything over to that, to be able to speak to that front-end system.
And that's what, is this the third school that's part of it? Or do we start with the high school?
That we did the high school, and we've done Titan Hill, and this will be the middle school. Yeah, so this will be the third one that we put on.
The third one
Correct.
that has come online.
Yep.
So I guess my only question there is if they're on that system, would we be able to see all three from one?
One device.
Okay,
Yep.
that's where I was going. Thank you.
And Jim actually just bought an iPad. It makes me a little bit nervous because he's not super tech savvy, so, but he now has an iPad that he can, I think he saw those
He's
guys
got
all
thumb in
pulling
it,
up and
yeah.
flipping through stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, Jim, you got big fingers. You might accidentally turn a classroom to 90 degrees or something, just, so.
Are there plans to move forward with Craft eventually?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. They were gonna merge everything at once, and the price was super high, and I just said, you know what, I'd rather pick them off kind of one at a time to merge them. That way Jim gets used to the system too.
Okay.
And like some of the middle school didn't make any sense to add on at first because we were gonna be replacing all of those units. So to program all those units to speak and then install new units and then reprogram them didn't make any sense, so, but yeah.
And they even ran into some issues at the high school, or I believe it was the high school, that the units were so old that they couldn't.
Couldn't communicate.
It couldn't communicate with
Mhm.
this, so.
Any other questions on this one? All right, we will go to 7.04, Lewis Central Middle School mechanical equipment purchase.
So one of the things that we kind of decided, it was either we could have Miko Henny buy all these units because we got to get them purchased and in, because Miko Henny hasn't wrapped up their bid packages yet, which means that you have like an HVAC big package. So that was going to happen for another couple of weeks, but we need to get these units up and going because they're like 13 weeks out. And so it was either Miko Henny could buy them or we could buy them. And I said, well, I'd rather just have us buy them, so then we save a little bit on that you know, because you pay a little bit of overhead when somebody else pays for it, and then they store it and everything else. I'd rather just have us buy it direct and pay for it, and then their package they send out is essentially an installation package, not a purchasing package. So they went out to bid with multiple companies, and this was the lowest one that came back. So Gardner Associates.
So the original package that Miko Henny had, will it be essentially less this amount then?
Well, their budget that they have, because
Right.
everything, we'll pay for everything as we go. Like, we'll pay for all of the projects directly. Like, we'll pay all the vendors directly ourselves. So, yeah, so this is the, this is still part of the overall cost of the project, but we won't pay like a, you know, they take 3.5% of
Right.
whatever it is.
So we
Yeah.
won't pay a fee on it?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes,
got it.
yes. Because we're buying this track. Same thing with the LED lights.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Do we have space to store all this?
luckily it comes in right at the time, about the time they need it. So, I mean, it's 13 weeks out, so.
Right, but what are they doing? 6 classrooms the first year? Something like that?
Something like that,
So
yeah.
we're still gonna have
Yep,
59 units.
yep. Jim will find a space.
All right. Plus the lighting and everything.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's it.
We'll get it stacked. It's a pretty tall building. We'll get it,
Right.
go pretty tall with it.
Purchasing a floor.
Yeah.
Any other questions on this one? All right, we'll move on to 7.05, Lewis Central Middle School parking lot bid approval.
So we had a total of 8 bidders on this, which is, again, is really good. Budget for this was between $2 and $2.1 million. We had, majority of the bids, as you see, came in right at budget, right around 2.1. And we did have 2 that came in at, you know, in the 1.7s. The lowest was Mackey Construction. So Mackey was the company that did our high school parking lot. So they got it, they had the lowest bid at $1,764,224.77. So I thought they did a really nice job. I don't know anything about concrete, but I do know that it looks nice and it hasn't cracked yet. So, I mean, I'm sure it's cracked in some areas, but not real bad, so.
And we had budgeted $2 million for this, right?
Correct, yep.
Okay. Any questions on this one?
They're very aware of the athletic building
Yep.
progress, or
Yep, we talked about some phasing stuff, because, you know, it depends. We got really, really lucky last year because it was a really dry summer, and there's potential that if this gets really wet, you know, we always sit and talk about phasing, like what do you want done first, second, third, et cetera. And so we're probably going to do the front first, where we, you know, kind of runs in front of the school, so that way if they do run late, we can use the back parking lot as our as our kind of arrival and dismissal area, while if they still need a couple weeks to pour the front lot. I think it's a much easier to do a plan with the middle school than it was to do at the high school, because the high school only has one large parking lot. And if we didn't get that done by the time school starts, we were toast. So this year is much less nerve-wracking, so we got options, so.
Any other questions? Okay, 7.06, Power School renewal agreements.
So we do have, we're missing 2 renewals. I'll have to bring that up at a later date, but we do have the 3 renewal agreements right now. So Power School, we pretty much do everything at Power School now to run our school, between our school and student information system. They do all of our enrollment registration. They do all of our applicant tracking. They now are our time clock and our Smart Find, which is our sub-service, and then we do all our records with them as well. So pretty much any operational thing we do through Power School, which is nice because it all communicates together and it all kind of runs together. But it is renewal season, so they want to see contracts back. So these are the 3 that I would recommend renewing. If anybody, maybe I need a calculator here. Sorry, I didn't add that up. I was waiting to see if we got the 2 new ones back, but 24, 5. Plus 34, 3.
And then they put additional protections in to prevent hacking, like they had, what was that, a couple of years ago?
Yeah, so, yeah, there's a lot still yet to be vetted out with that, because I know that there's lawsuits and everything else out against them right now, but I know that they've had to put, I mean, I can't imagine the amount of safeguards that they put in, because that hack almost shuttered them. So, I mean, they would have had to, and we were really lucky because we didn't really have much of anything on there. So, the fact that, or nothing that really had gotten taken, so we were one of the lucky ones, but, you know, I almost feel safer with them now, because now that it's happened, they've had to, I can't imagine the safeguards they have in place now, but it looks like the number is.
62740.47?
Yep, that's what I got, perfect. $62,740.
47 cents.
All right, any other questions on this one? Okay, 7.07, high school secure edition access controls.
So this was something that I forgot to bring to the board last time. When we built we're building the high school edition, but we didn't put any of the controls in there because we like to work with Prime directly, because I don't want to pay an additional fee to have a construction manager oversee something that we can't ourselves. We have a great relationship with Prime, and so we would rather do that ourselves. So that's why this would do the door access for all the doors, which is our card readers, our open door indicators, anything like that that goes on the doors. And then is also the video surveillance. So we are going to be adding 4 new cameras, just because when you expand, you want to make sure you have coverage there. And then the professional service, that's all the installing all of the cables and everything is quite the project. So
Is that just on the new portion of the building, or is that
It-
includes
it-
other
it-
stuff?
It kind of redoes the current office area, because we're changing the configuration of the office, so it's not just the little box you see on the outside, it's the kind of the whole office area, because now that it's opening up and we're taking out some walls and adding some walls, we need to reconfigure some of the stuff, so.
Got it. Any other questions on this one? All right, 7.08, local government risk pool, natural gas agreement.
So this is the agreement we've had in place for several years. We've just participate. What it does is basically an insurance policy for natural gas. It allows us to have a set price for a natural gas. So if it skyrockets, then we're locked in at a price. If it's lower, we obviously don't get that money back. But because it is an insurance policy, we pay for it out of our management fund and not our general fund. So, and I would say in the last few years, we've actually made money on it, so ends up being a pretty good thing, so.
I think that was pretty self-explanatory. All right, 7.09, budget guarantee resolution.
I'll go ahead and turn this over to Andrea.
So for the 27, fiscal year 27, so 26, 27 school year, we will be on the budget guarantee. This is due to our decline in residential enrollment. So normally, and every year, this is property tax driven, but for this year, the legislation has passed that it will be paid for by the state aid. So this will not affect our property taxes for this year. So we are guaranteed a 101% of our regular budget for our base year. With this, this is only based on resident enrollment. So even though we did have a decrease we had a decrease in resident enrollment, but it does not mean that we had a decrease in our actual students. So we will pass this. Normally, it would allow us to levy for property taxes, but now it is for the state to pay us this funding.
So it's resident students that attend public schools is how they determine certified enrollment. So, and doesn't matter which school you attend in the area, it's any public school. So, but because we have so many students that are open enrolled into us, we more than make up for the difference in whatever lost revenue there are. So if we have students that switch from attending Lewis Central Public or attending Trainer or Council Bluffs that live in our district, then now they're attending a private school, then that counts against our certified enrollment because they're no longer a student living in our district attending a public school in our district. Now they're a student that, it's like the state doesn't even know they're there, you know, so once you attend a private school. So that's where that certified number comes down. That's a lot of times you'll see our certified enrollment is 2,500 and our served enrollment is 3,200. It's because we have an offset of 700 students attending our district through open enrollment and then all of their funds follow us, so follow them to us. So that's just the way it goes. So kid goes out, we send the check out with them, kid comes in, we get their check following them, so.
Not all of it, right?
The only thing we don't get is we don't get like the
Teacher salary supplement.
teacher salary supplement. Okay.
Which is how much?
It is, I think we're around $200
A student?
yes.
Okay.
In the past, no categorical funding followed any students, so it was
Right.
the flat rate. The legislation a couple years ago changed that, so all of the other funding mechanisms did follow. The issue with TSS following is that would affect teacher salaries at the other districts, so they did not touch that.
So over 8,000 comes in, and then they'll keep the $200, so.
Okay.
Any other questions on this one? Thank you, Andrea. 7.10, setting the date, time, and location of the first public hearing and setting the initial maximum property tax.
Lisa, I sent you an email with the draft in it.
I'll turn this over to Mrs. Reyes again. Excuse me.
So like we discussed last board meeting during my report, we're starting the budget process. So the first thing that we need to do, well, now it's I guess the second thing because we approved we'll have the budget guarantee, but the second thing is that we need to set the time, date, location of our public hearing and set the maximum tax, proposed property tax dollar amount. So with that, the first public hearing, I am suggesting that we have that on April 6th, prior to our regular board meeting that evening. So we would do 6 p.m. for the public hearing for that, held here. With that, we do have to also set the initial, and so this is a draft of the notice with that, and I am proposing
Please
that
zoom in on that, Dr. Hartman.
to the far right, to the 23 million. So I am proposing that we set the limit at $23,822,211. This amount I feel is high as to what we are going to, but obviously we still have quite a few steps to get to before we get to our final number. We still have some legislation that we are waiting on. A couple of things that to keep in mind. With this, we are increasing the amount of dollars levied, which this is what this is based on. When we get said and done, we do not feel that we'll be actually increasing the levy rate. This right now has us increasing the levy rate by only 8 cents, but I feel that we'll be taking that out as soon as a couple of things are finalized, once we see some of our insurance for the management fund, and the last thing we will also have on here is we'll have the selling of our bonds. So the first big item increase is on the general fund, going from the 12 million to 14 million. And that biggest increase is coming from our uniform tax levy, that is $5.40 per thousand. But we had a valuation increase of 16.64%. So with that, we obviously are levying more dollars, even with the same levy rate. The next thing is the debt service. We are making our first payment for our bond, a higher principal amount without increasing the levy rate. So we'll be levying $5 million instead of $4 million off of the same levy rate. And then the last thing is last year we did spend down our management fund. So this year we will need to levy some to cover our property and workers' compensation insurance costs as well. So those are the biggest ones. The other one, I also have to include a reason. I have 300 characters. So I included the first three largest things. The other increase in dollar amount that you'll see there is from our PEPL. And once again, this is from a valuation increase. Our PEPL levy rate is set at $1.33, but because of the valuation increase, obviously the dollar amount increases, and that is what this first portion is based off of, is the actual dollar amount that we would be levying. As you can see on the FY26, we were at, the tax levy rate was 11.26. Right now we're at 11.36, so about 10 cents difference, but we will be down to that range of that 11.26, I believe, once we get some more finalized numbers. So this will be published in the Nonpareil and also on the district website. By the 5th, I have to have it submitted to the county for them to also send this out to all taxpayers. And then our first hearing, it would be April 6th. There would be a second hearing as well, and then after that, we would finalize the final budget number as well, and I would submit all of that as well to the county and the Department of Management.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing just to remember is this is, the state makes us publish like the maximum it could be. So one of the things that we talked about is that the state is right now still looking at bills that will redo our tax structure, our property tax structure. So I want to make sure that we safeguard ourselves by publishing something that we know is high. And so for anybody watching, like, this is not going to be the final rate. This is like, you know, this is just to protect ourselves in case our students and our staff, in case, you know, they do something really wonky with the property taxes. It will be lower than this. The board will have 2 meetings to go through in which they'll discuss, you know, what to finalize it at, but we have to set it, and we have to set the maximum property rate. So it's like telling, you know, my daughter, I'm gonna give you $20 for the concession stand, but knowing she's only gonna spend, you know, 10, you know. Let's get real, she'll probably spend the whole 20, but we're not gonna spend the whole 20, okay? So this is purposely high. It's because the state process makes us do this, so.
All right, any other questions?
Can we propose a change on that one?
Yeah, what's your change?
So under there it says residential within the actual assessed value of 100 to 110,000. Isn't the average home within the Lewis Central District 330 something?
So this form is actually set by the state legislation, and the Department of Management built this form. They use that $100,000 so that they can do the 10% increase on there and showing that. So it is not just for our district. So every district would submit this same
district would say
form,
the same.
and
Yeah.
they have set in the legislation that it has to be stated as the 100,000. It also has the assessed valuation increase is a set amount on there, has nothing to do with your district. They also, like we dealt with last year, had that valuation, or that assessed value increase on there, and there was no way for a assessed value increase last year unless you did something to your home to increase the value. So it is a very standardized form. I know that a lot of board members from other districts, SBOs, taxpayers have stressed on how much this form is very confusing to the
Well,
average
that's
taxpayer.
what I was-
So I will definitely explain this form a little more in detail and what it means for our actual taxpayers at our April 16th board meeting after it is finalized and once it would be going out from the county. So ISFIS and ISB come up with some very good calculators, so I'll show those. And then I also plan to, we have to publish this on our website, so I'll also publish the links for taxpayers to actually see what their actual increase is versus this one that it can be very misleading.
Okay. 7-11, Green Hills AEA MOU.
So now that we control the majority of the dollars that used to go straight to the Green Hills AEA, we do purchase some services from them. 90% of our special ed money that went to them before continues to go to them. We do have control over 10% of it, which we use to purchase additional you'll see additional SER days. It's to be determined. They haven't determined how many we qualify yet. That's based upon the number of students we have that have an IEP. So once we know that, then we'll use our 10% to buy those additional days. This is money that we got that we just have straight from, it's called the media dollars that come to us that then support other areas. So we would like to continue to buy everything that's up on the sheet, which is they have an AEA digital resource bundle, which is like a catalog of online resources that our teachers can use to help educate kids. Then there's additional early childhood supports. So this is days that a specialist comes and works with our preschools to make sure that we're compliant. And then English language learner, 4 days a week. Not 4 days a week. This is 4 days a year. This is just access. We have Michelle Hoffman, who's our assistant principal at Titan Hill. She's taken the lead on as our EL coordinator, and for a district-wide EL coordinator, she's done a great job. She's learned a ton in the last year. You'll see our EL scores across the board have gone up, so she's doing kudos to her and her team. But last year we purchased 10 days of support from Green Hills just in case she needed them. She hasn't really used them. I asked her how many days she would like, and she said 4. And this is for that person to consult with her when she needs consulting, to be able to, they're just charging us for that time now. So, and then AEI statewide data dashboard, that's just, they take all the information that's statewide for assessment data that goes into our overall report card, and they can break it down in different ways and allow us access to it. School-based interventionists, so we have one at each building. They're in charge of, it's a cooperative agreement between us. Green Hills runs them, but they're actually paid, their other half of their salaries are paid for by the court system, juvenile court system. We just pay for the other portion that's not paid for by the court system, so we can have them in-house. They basically take care of all of our attendance and then any of our students who are at risk and or either currently in the court system or get picked up for any reason. So they kind of serve a variety of roles. And then E-rate filing, we do that through them. They help us with that. We do, this is a social worker, so we purchase a social worker through them. And then we have, the crisis response team, that they just do that for free. That would be like if anything were to happen, usually it's a death, like a student death, a staff death, or, you know, some major issue, then they send a whole team in to help us kind of deal with that, of mental health experts, et cetera. So, so anyway, so the total is $322,474. But again, this is money that otherwise went directly to them. We get back, how much money did we get total from our media supports? Do you remember what that was?
So we would have been around the 400,000 for
Yeah.
all of the media.
So we don't spend everything that we've gotten, so it's actually, we have additional money that we have and use it in other areas, so.
So the interventionists,
Yes.
so they deal with behavioral type stuff?
More attendance type stuff. Attendance, and then if they're actually in like the court system, so they work with like those at-risk, that's what the portion of it that's paid for by the juvenile court system. So like, we have 2.8, we have a full-time one at the high school, we have a full-time one at the middle school, we have and then like a 3/8, so I guess we don't have an SBI at, I guess we do, she goes down 1 day a week. We have a 0.8 that spends 3 days a week at Titan Hill and 1 day a week at CREF, just doing attendance stuff for us.
So this is not the same thing as the dean of students that?
No. We've had these for long time. Yeah, I think the court system, let's see, when I first came to Missouri Valley in 2009, they had an SBI that had been there for like 6 years. So I want to say this had to have started, I don't know when the SBI program started, maybe early 2000s. It's probably when the program started. And I imagine Lewis Central's had one ever since. So before, it just, all this money just ran through Green Hills and through the juvenile court system. So it's like money we just never saw. Like, we just had these people serving our kids. But now we get it and we have to make the choice whether we're going to continue these programs or not. So if we didn't have these people with all the new attendance laws, we would be in big trouble. Like, we would have to turn around and hire people to then do the exact same thing. So we're lucky to have some very good people that do it. So one of them was actually here tonight. So her son was singing to us. But
what is part of that data dashboard that they do?
They just kind of break down, usually it's like Iowa assessment scores, or like we've been doing a lot with kind of comparing like literacy scores, like their FAST data. So we can contact them and they can give us like all of the Green Hills FAST data or all of the state FAST data quicker than what we can otherwise organize it. I guess you probably work with them more.
Look at the data like a million different ways. They build these spreadsheets out where you just start clicking buttons around. You can look at subgroups really quickly. You can look at your EL. You can compare data over time. I mean, it's something that would take us forever to build out a spreadsheet like that. And like, for instance, we recently just got, they didn't pick names, but they asked if we could get FastBridge scores from other districts in the AEA, and they were awesome. Within 24 hours, they had it back to us. So then we can see like where are we at compared to other districts. So it's helpful to just look at data in some different ways.
Okay.
Any other questions? All right, 7.12, Morningside College Memo of Understanding.
So this is just a memo we sign with them every year, other colleges as well, that just allows them to send students to us when they need practicum hours, clinical hours, or student teaching opportunities. So we like to entertain as much of those as we can because, you know, there's very few kids still going into education, and if we can get our hooks in them early and get them to be a part of us, then we'll like try to do that.
How many did we have this year? Would you know off the top of your head?
We usually have 2 or 3. It's usually not a huge number.
Some of those, like Morningside and EVU, are great about just constantly reaching out to us, and then we turn it around, ask if there's any teachers. So we had a lot from EVU. Morningside, I don't know.
And it's interesting because we don't hire a whole lot because of where we're at in the metro area and because of our salary structure and everything else. We usually get very experienced teachers to apply. So it's a good, I mean, it's a great thing for our kids to have experienced teachers that want to apply. It's not a great thing for our budget because you usually rely on having a high cost employee retire, and then we hire back these really young, individuals fresh out of college. But what it does for us is we've had several times where somebody, a student, taught for us and had such a good experience, even though they didn't get a job with us that first year or that second year, they'll actually come back to us, after years 3 or 4. So it's just about making them come and have a good experience with our staff.
Any other questions on that one? All right. 7.13, employee request for leave. We've evaluated the request and have determined based on the review that it is necessary to hold a closed session under Iowa Code Section 21.51I. Closed session is recommended to discuss this employee request for other paid or unpaid leave. Per Iowa Code 21.51A, closed session is appropriate to review or discuss records which are required or authorized by state or federal law to be kept confidential, or to be kept confidential as a condition for that governmental body's possession or continued receipt of federal funds. Do we have a motion to move to closed session?
Motion to move to closed session.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. All right, we are returning back from closed session, moving into comments and suggestion. This is the second portion of our meeting where we open up the floor to the public for any comments that they wish to share with the board. We'll give it a couple minutes here. Okay, then we will move into action items. 9.01, Lewis Central High School LED lighting package.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the LC High School LED light packaging from Voss Lighting for $323,230.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.02, Lewis Central Middle School LED lighting package.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the LC Middle School LED lighting package from Voss Lighting for $95,785.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.03, Lewis Central Middle School HVAC control integration.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the LC Middle School HVAC control integration by Optimized Systems for $44,800.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.04, Lewis Central Middle School mechanical equipment purchase.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the LC Middle School mechanical equipment purchase from Gardner Associates for $295,645.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.05, Lewis Central Middle School parking lot bid approval.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the LC Middle School parking lot bid from Mackey Construction for $1,764,224.77.
Second.
Discussion, vote, please.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.06, Power School renewal agreement.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the Power School renewal agreements as presented for $62,740.47.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.07, High School Secure Edition access controls.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the quote from Prime Secured for $41,806.24.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.08, Local Government Risk Pool Natural Gas Agreement.
Mr. President, I'd like
Yes.
to make the motion to approve the Local Government Risk Pool Participation Agreement with the Local Government Risk Pool Commission for the amount of $235,267.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sando?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.09, Budget Guarantee Resolution.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion authorizing the Board of Directors of Lewis Central Community School District to levy property tax for fiscal year 2026, 2027 for the regular program budget adjustment as allowed under section 257.14 of the Code of Iowa.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, the resolution has been passed. 9.10, setting the date, time, and location of the first public hearing and setting the initial maximum property tax.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve setting the first budget public hearing on April 6th, 2026 at 6 p.m. at the Education Resource Center and setting the initial maximum property tax at $23,822,211.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.11, Green Hills AEA Memorandum of Understanding.
Mr. President?
Yes.
I'd like to make the motion to approve the memo of understanding with Green Hills AEA as presented for $322,474.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.12, Morningside College Memorandum of Understanding.
Mr. President, I'd like to make
Yes.
the motion to approve the MOU with Morningside College for teacher education clinical experience placements.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.13, Employee Request for Leave.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to deny the request for unpaid leave as presented for employee A.
Second.
Any discussion? Vote, please.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. 9.14, Open Enrollment Request, Student A.
Mr. President, I'd like to make the motion to deny the open enrollment request for student A as presented in closed session.
Second.
Vote, please.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. Open Enrollment Request for Student B.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to deny the open enrollment request for student B as presented in closed session.
Second.
Was there a second?
Jenny.
Second.
Jenny did.
Jenny said
Oh, okay, sorry. Vote, please.
Mr. Sorensen?
Yes.
Mr. Sturm?
Yes.
Ms. Atkins?
Yes.
Mr. Bach?
Yes.
Mrs. Sandow?
Yes.
Mr. Wright?
Yes. Items of interest, future board meetings.
So we do have our next regular board meeting on March 16th, 2026. Also going to request to have a special board meeting on March 23rd. We'll have the bids back for the athletic building on the 19th. They think they'll be ready to review and approve on the 23rd. So I'll be emailing out and trying to figure out what a good time is on the 23rd to do that. It'll just be the one item on there, so.
Will
just
you
gotta
want
be
to do
on the
that in
lookout for
person?
We can do it in person, electronically.
Okay.
It can be whatever, it'll be, we just have to present it, so I'll present it, and you guys, it'll be a one item approval, so.
Okay, having no other items on the agenda, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor